Alright, we are back for round 2 on the play again. Hand is perfectly fine. And we could have a pretty early Herald with Pacification Area alongside Implement of Ferocity, which is rather cool. Could be strong. And even if we don't end up drawing a ton of things, we can just use the area not to die and get rid of whatever they might have. But I guess Druid of the Cowl makes things a little bit more faster. Can we have a turn 4 Herald there? I think we can. If the opponent doesn't have any type of disruption, we'll get to turn 4 Herald. That sounds nasty. Strum is pretty nasty too. Interesting position. Well, I guess I can kill Thram and play my implement. So yeah, it's actually not really even that hard. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop implement. I'm gonna kill Thram for the simple reason that card is really threatening, and if they go Renegade Freighter and then I don't know revoke Religies and whatnot, it could be annoying. I think I like dealing 1 damage more than gaining 1 life. I had the choice here. I feel like I'm in a pretty good and commanding position, and I can afford to get a bit aggressive. But sometimes it's close. There are some matchup and situation where you'd rather have 1 more life, and other where it's not the case. Alright, so now we'll ask a very simple question to the opponent. Do you have the answer, or do you lose? Even if they have a Thopter Arrest, we will still have gotten a pretty nice 2-for-1. And if they don't, they lose. This is as simple as that. That draw was insane. I'm not blocking. Never blocking. And I'm pretty sure if they had Thopter Arrest, they would have used it and then attack. Bamat Bazaar Barge. Feel free. Feel free, man. Yeah, let's... nope. So I don't want to target my own demon. Let's target that. Sack the implement. Well, that's a shame. Kind of. And I'm just gonna kill the barge because I... Well, no, actually it's stupid. It is pretty stupid. I can just drop Constrictor and leave Area available. This is much better. Area and Herald ability. This deck is so stupid, and the draws I have been having are also completely dumb. This is insane. Turn 4 Herald in limited. Like the card already dealt with, yeah, they don't want that to show me more things. But it would have already dealt with Infiltrator, Rebel, another card. This is completely stupid. Alright, hope you enjoyed that little bit of silliness. So looks like white red aggro. Given the SRAM and the Bamat Bazaar Barge, I think we'll make the exact same sideboard plan as last time, which is, well, not the exact same, but at least Obsolescence over something. Probably a land, because again I feel more confident playing, I mean more comfortable, not confident, playing 16 land on the draw. Mind Rot is not bad on the draw. I haven't seen any flyer yet. That draw. The funny thing is that my draw, I think, could have won a constructed game. Maybe. Probably not, because, you know, there's removal in constructed, but still. That was completely dumb. Yeah, alright, so... Natural Obsolescence seems good. Do we want something else? Do we want the Mind Rot? Not sure about that. Not sure what we would cut. I feel like cutting a 3-drop for Mind Rot doesn't make a ton of sense. Their deck seems rather aggressive. I think I'll just keep that. I'll just go with that. Holy cow, that last game was nonsense. It was a definition of nonsense. It's not like my opponent went turn 2 rare, turn 3 good creature, and they got completely destroyed. Can we keep that? They mulliganed. The hand is kind of slow. If we draw more lands, it's pretty clunky. I think it's close. If I draw 2 lands in a row with that hand, I lose. I think I can do better. I'm just gonna think for a little bit more. My first instinct is to mulligan, but again, this is a PTQ. I might want to put a little bit more thought on that. But again, the implement mostly cycles. I mean, it boosts a creature, but it cycles. If it cycles into a land, this is awful. We don't even have... I mean, yeah. The hand is weak to drawing more lands. It's not even great early on. There's nothing powerful. Strangler is probably the worst card in my entire deck. No, I think it's mulligan. I don't even think it's extremely close actually. The more I look at the hand, this is kind of slow, but I think it's a keep. Hopefully, we can draw something relevant in the early turns. The opponent kept 6 and put a card on bottom. Now this is pretty interesting. I think we keep on top, but it's extremely close. The fact is that card is just great in this matchup. In any matchup, we have more black than green. Even if we cast it a bit later, like if we end up casting that a couple turns later, it's not gonna be awful. It's just pretty bad if we don't draw lands and we miss land drops. But under most circumstances, I feel like this is worth keeping. Could be wrong, though, obviously. Turn 2 Infiltrator could be a bit tough. Maybe it was greedy to keep that. The thing is, it's good against aggressive deck and aggression. Oh, that seems like the nut draw on their side. Yeah, we might just lose right here, unless I top deck a land. And I did not. Ugh. Yeah, I think it was still a keep. I mean, I had 2 lands, implement. Don't really want to go down to 5. I think you want to keep that on top. So I think I still agree with, even though this is not going well, I think I still agree with my choices. But looks like we might just get punished pretty badly here. This could be a land, this could be a swamp, and this would be much better right here. But I still think I'm fine with my decision and my sideboard this match. This happens. At least the opponent has some good things that they don't really want to... Well, if they discard that, it's not a good sign, though. I'm not sure how we are getting out of this. A blocker doesn't do anything. Yeah. Osprey I can deal with. I mean, it's not the worst. Yeah, we have a decent amount more black than red. Could have implement one of their creature and hope to draw a swamp. I don't think it's a path where that gives us victory, though. I think we'll have to lose this one. It's pretty much probably the best draw they can have against me stumbling on land. I mean, I think I would be actually fine if the obsolescence was a swamp, so maybe it's just a mistake on my side to side out land. Maybe it would have been better if we had kept the... Well, the first hand was not very good against this draw, because we only had 1 blocker. Is there a way we can not lose? I don't think so. Alright, you got me. That was not a great game. So do I want one more land on the play for the final game? Maybe. I still want to keep the obsolescence though. What would I cut for land? That's the question. Maybe the puzzle knot. Maybe the implement. I don't think it's overly greedy to play 16 lands with all the cheap cantrips, the druid. Obviously we were punished last game, but I think this is just randomness more than misbuild issues. I think I'll submit the same deck. And hopefully our draw is going to be a little bit less clunky. Alright. That's going to be a mulligan. And this 6 is not very good. Yeah, I feel like the only way we can lose with this game is by mulliganing into bad draws, but yeah, sometimes it just happens. At least it looks like the opponent might be thinking about mulliganing. If they don't mulligan, it's gonna be really tough to win a game with this hand, I think. Okay, they did not mulligan. No, I'd rather draw a forest. This is not looking very good. Not bad. Okay, so we have the second color. We can cast a lot of things with that. Now we just need to draw action of some sort. Okay, chaser. Well, I'm happier with that being this and not a land in this spot, at least right now. So last game it was bad, now it's good. We just have to hope they don't have the Revolt here, because the Hungry Flames would be tough to beat. Can live with a Wheelsmith though. I'm just gonna get rid of it and pass the turn. I hope they have a couple lands in hand, because spells are gonna mean death. Okay. Barge is not a good news because it's gonna 2-for-1 us. I mean, we do have the answer, but it's still a 2-for-1. I mean, it's much better than if this was a land, obviously, but still kinda bad for us. Please play a land. If I happen just don't play a land here, I'm gonna feel extremely worried. We need to get rid of the barge. Yeah, if they don't play a land here, I think it's gonna be really stinky for us. At least it looks like they don't have a Revolt. That's pretty good. What do we want to do with that, though? Making a servo helps us trade with Automaton, also means we can cast both Fenhowler and Herald of Anguish next turn, which I think makes sense. Having it as 5-4 is slightly better to trade with the Inspector, but I think there's more upside for the 1-1, especially, I mean, I think it would be really close if we did not have 2 7-drop with Improvise in our deck. Since we do, I think making a token makes more sense. And I'm gonna attack with Strangler. Ugh, I really hate that they missed a land drop though, because if they have Force Spell in hand, I have no idea how we can beat that. I guess Midnight Oil would go a long way. Yeah, this game is far from being over. We really need to draw fuel though. And we need them to draw a couple lands, I think, to Crusher. That's kind of bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad too. Okay, I can leave with a Foundry Assembler. Ugh. We cannot I mean, we could double block Crusher, but if we do, we lose both creature. If they don't have any removal, which is awful. So we'll have to take 6 for a couple turns. Well, Obsolescence was a great sideboard option, it looks like. They just have a ton of artifact, but this looks to be the classic scenario of the nut draw against a bad mulligan. Which we cannot do much about. Constrictor. The bad news is that now, even if we top deck a little bit, we'll be too far behind on life. Like, even if I top deck Herald next turn, I will have to chump. It's just not going to be good enough. I think we'll lose that. Yeah, we have to chump here. If they attack with that draw 4 lands, Inspector, and Mono Artifact. That's a shame. That's a shame. Oh, I guess it's not the worst. The thing is, we have no sweeper in the deck. Like, if there was a Yahini's expertise, I could see coming back, but as it is not the case, I think we just straight up lose here. If they attack with everything, I must chump block the Crusher. I think they should attack with everything. Maybe not. No, they did. Alright. We are at 4. Yeah, I don't think there's a combination of card that puts us back in this game, unfortunately. But, I mean, this happens. Alright. Unfortunate. Well, I don't know. I don't think I could have done anything different this game. I think it was very streamlined. The mulligan was obvious, and the plays that we had the opportunity to make were obvious. This game, having Obsolescence over Swamp was good. Last game it was bad, so I'm not sure how much this tells. Last game, I don't think you can keep the first hand, and I think there's not much you can do after drawing the second hand. Yeah, it's slightly unfortunate, but I think this is just bad luck, basically. I don't think we could have done anything differently, really, here, whether it be deck building wise or with the plays. This happens. Hope you guys enjoyed that second round. Thanks for watching, and see you for the third and final one. Because again, I will not be uploading the entire event. It's a little bit too long, and yeah, it requires quite a lot of energy to do so. See you there.